Hello, fellow theme park enthusiasts and fellow Mouseketeers. Englentine here, the homegrown tourist, and with me, I have the real Dr. Venkman, except no substitutes.
How's it going?
We got the Professor of Pixels.
Howdy.
And, of course, Dalton, the Authenticator.
Good evening.
And a little special guest, we got Mr. E, the big man.
How did I get here?
You just clicked on the invitation. There you go. It's a lot of fun. Now, are you a Disney fan, sir?
Mildly.
Mildly? Okay, well, we're going to be talking about some news here. We're going to talk about some foodstuffs because as a fat guy, that's what I like to do. And feel free to comment on anything if, you got something to say. All we do is ask us, keep the language a little less salty than we do on the other channels. But should have a lot of fun. Say again?
The only salty things we can talk about here are theme park pretzels.
With hot dogs in them.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. The hot dog ones, they look the best. Anything with I could put a little mustard on, I'm okay.
Right.
How overpriced?
Let's
are the
actually
drinks
get
there?
to the food stories.
How
before we start
overpriced?
fooling folks.
Yeah.
The average soda costs $4.
Jesus.
Yeah.
That's theme park prices.
That like you will buy a bottle of a normal bottle of Coke now. It costs $4 at the Walt Disney World.
And that's not the custom refills.
No, that's why I never buy Coke inside the park if I can, unless I'm having a sit down dinner. Instead, I will buy like a tea or something that doesn't go flat outside the park because they do let you carry it in.
Yes.
You never don't bring any overly sugared drinks, and don't bring anything that's going to lose its carbonation. Because
I just drink the ice water because
Yeah.
you can go in there and they'll give you ice water for free.
I'm the same way. I want to get my Coke outside the park.
Yeah. Wait, you are talking about soda, right?
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Good. Yeah, we do live in Florida, so
Phrasing.
either way. Oh gosh, yeah, and we just threw that out. So there's a couple of things I want to bring something up, and this is basically for Professor Pixel. He and I are the theme park guys. I figure I found a test, and it's Test Your Walt Disney World Restroom IQ. And here's the thing: when I'm a private person, if I have to use the restroom, I do not like a crowd. Seriously, and I have been to Disney where, like, even if you sit down, all of a sudden, bum, I think there's somebody in there. Is there somebody in there? I don't know. Let's look in there. I don't know. Drives me freaking nuts. So I'm always trying to find the most private bathroom or anything. I don't know what they're going to be testing us on, but by all means, Pix.
Oh, wait. I thought you said restaurant IQ.
No, restroom.
Oh, geez. Okay. I have no idea what this is.
Okay, so it's Tangled Toilets, Gonzo's Royal Flush, The Outhouse of Mouse, if you're even half the Disney World bathroom aficionado. Who's an aficionado of the bathrooms that you claim to be? And who claims to be an aficionado of bathrooms at Disney?
That seems to be a Florida man subject.
It really does. And I'm in Florida, so is Pix. And yeah, neither one of us are like, I think I'm going to hang out in the bathrooms at Disney. That guy's getting arrested. Okay.
I don't know. Maybe
or he's getting a job. Let's face it.
Maybe if he works there and he's trying to ditch work for a couple minutes.
Okay, so but now it's time to put your Disney World restroom knowledge to the test by answering these 8 expert level questions. Okay, number 1, which land in the Magic Kingdom doesn't have a public restroom? I know. Do you know, Professor Pixel? I'm gonna let you get the guess. Otherwise, I'm gonna answer it because I absolutely think I 100%. Yeah, I'm 100%. I know this one.
You're 100% sure?
I'm 100% sure.
Okay.
It's Liberty Square. Liberty Square will point you to the bathrooms right next to Peter Pan and Fantasyland. Liberty Square has no bathroom in it.
I think you're right. I think you might be right.
Which Walt Disney World attraction just received a mid-queue restroom? Oh, I know that one too.
How long are the lines that you need to take a pit stop in the middle of the line?
There was a 4. I'll answer this question too, if you don't mind. Since
Go
you
ahead.
should be hemming and hawing, there was a 4-hour wait for Pandora's flight, and there were actually reports of people peeing on the wall and it splashing on other people because they couldn't wait any longer. So they put a mid-queue bathroom in Pandora in Flight of Passage, and during the Avatar gang, laugh at it, talk about how much you don't like the movies as much as you want.
The ride's
Those
cool.
rides are, well, at least that ride is badass, and people are all over.
Sorry, but there is no attraction on this earth that is worth standing in line 4 hours to the point where I'm gonna piss myself.
Oh, I agree with you on that one. We are not.
Oh yeah.
Okay, this one's all you, man. Which
Okay.
Disney World restroom will you find this sign? Can you see it?
Not fully yet.
Oh, come on. You have to know this one.
Okay.
What Disney World restroom will you find this this sign next to?
I know it.
Do you know it? How do I not know it?
I'm pretty sure, based on the stylization, I have a good guess.
What's
Was
your
it Haunted Mansion?
guess? Oh,
It's the
dang.
one next to the Haunted Mansion.
Mr. E jumps out with that one, except one problem. Haunted Mansion is in Liberty Square.
Yeah, there's no restroom there, so this has to be.
Unless, this is Disney World, so I would say this is the bathroom next to. This would be next to City Hall in Main Street. What about you? What's your guess?
I've never used that bathroom, so I don't know.
Okay. What are Star Wars Galaxy's Edge restrooms also called in Batuu? I actually don't know that one. I never asked about one.
I'm pretty sure there's a term for it in Star Wars, but I can't remember it. So we're just going to find out at the end.
True or false? Disney World uses the same toilet paper throughout its property. Well, I would assume true. Just because they could get it in bulk, right?
I think that's actually false.
Okay.
Well, are they only talking about the theme parks? Because if they're talking about the theme parks,
it says throughout the property, so no, that's everywhere.
then absolutely not. You go to the bathroom in your hotel room, it's going to be way different than the park.
Yeah, it's going to be
Probably higher quality.
Yeah, the good stuff rather than it. Okay, which Disney World restroom is this? Oh, that looks like something in Dumbo, near in the Fantasyland, the Dumbo area. What do you think?
The polka dots are throwing me off here, because the stripes, yeah, I can see that absolutely, but the polka dots seem
Like Minnie Mouse-ish?
yes, exactly.
Mhm. Yeah.
Do they have a Pinocchio thing there?
They do. Theirs is right next to the Pinocchio restaurant, the Pinocchio Village House, but it's not like that. It's more rustic.
Yeah, so I'm gonna have to agree that it might be over by
That circus, yeah, because it's made up to look like a circus.
I can't
there.
tell.
Yeah, that's an awfully stylized bathroom there.
Yeah, that's
Women's
actually
room?
nice. And that's a women's restroom.
I was gonna say the mini dots. I was like,
Then how are we supposed to know?
Where will you find the world's most colorful restrooms?
World's most colorful.
Well, this one is. My guess is Art of Disney art, but that's just me. I'm guessing.
Hollywood Boulevard. I don't know.
Okay, there's a bathroom on Hollywood Boulevard, and that's
I'm just throwing it out there.
as well.
I think it would have to be Art of Animation.
Okay.
It's really hard. They aren't telling us if they're talking about the parks or the property as a whole.
What's the name of the traditional form of decorative folk art in the restrooms in Epcot's Norway? Oh, freaking hell! That's not even. I don't have any.
It's over there.
Who knows Norwegian folk art?
Okay, now
Is it
if
Scrimshaw?
you
That would be my guess.
what?
Scrimshaw.
Scrimshaw. Okay, if you've answered all 8 questions, you may now proceed to find out which ones you got right. Answer number 1, Liberty Square. Disney wanted to keep this area as authentic to colonial times as possible, and since there were no indoor plumbings, in the 1700. You won't find any public restrooms available there. The other lands are all equipped with restrooms, including one that is located in the breezeway between Frontierland and Adventureland and is accessible to both lands, and is one of the most busy bathrooms in the world. I don't even bother with it. So there you go. And yeah, like I remember because one, that brown walkway that goes through Liberty Square is actually supposed to represent poo, because back then they would throw it out the window and it would just kind of float down the street. And two, we were at the Harbor House and I asked them where their bathroom was and they told me it's in Fantasyland. So yeah. And the question two, Flight of Passage in Animal Kingdom's Pandora, the world of Avatar. Since standby waits can easily exceed 2 hours at any given time, the need for a mid-queue bathroom was very evident.
Did somebody pee on the bathroom sign?
Say again?
Did somebody pee on the bathroom sign?
Well, they really are good at theming, and it's
their fake rust.
Yeah, that's fake rust.
Yeah.
Actually, something I thought was really good theming as far as that's concerned. If you go to Universal Studios, they've got this alleyway that looks like New York, circa 1920, and all the metal is all rusted, but it's actually brass with fake rust put all around it. They really do go out for things.
If you get Disney Plus, you can watch Imagineering. I forgot what episode it is, but they show how they do the rides and how they do the fake rust and all that stuff. It's just creative how they do it.
It really is a good show. Yeah.
So.
All right, next one. Answer to question 3. Abracadabra at Disney Boardwalk Inn Resort. The restrooms are also shared by. Okay, so that was the one. What was number 3? That was. That was this one. So it's Abracadabra. I've never been there.
What's the question?
Me either.
So what's the question? What's the cleanest?
No, it was the one with the man and the woman, the bride and the groom looking thing. Yeah, that we thought.
Well, I guess it's a magician and his assistant.
I guess so. Oh, that makes sense. Yeah, look at that. Magician and the assistant. Okay, I get it. Yeah, okay. Yeah, that makes sense there. The restrooms are also shared by the Trattoria El Forno, which is a buffet that has the characters from Tangled. Answer to question 4, refreshers, Star Wars Galaxy. Okay, refreshers. Star Wars Galaxy Edge does have lavatories, but technically they aren't referred to as restrooms. They're called refreshers. In Star Wars speak, don't worry. The Black Spire Outpost is accustomed to travelers from our planet visiting Batuu, so the bathrooms are marked with a restroom sign to make it easier for us. Okay, you know I never saw those when I was walking around. Answer the question, false. That goes to you guys. Just like everything at Disney World, there are tiers, and when it comes to toilet paper, you'll find value resorts as well as the theme parks have the thinnest TP, while the deluxe resorts take care of their assholes. Excuse me.
They're definitely not paper thin.
Yeah. Answer to question 6. Haleo in Disney Springs. That's the color palette, dude. Oh, and here we go. You know what? I should have known this one. The most colorful bathrooms in Toy Story Land.
I've never been to the bathroom there, so that's fine.
Well, look on the outside.
Oh, wait, that's most colorful?
Yeah.
Oh, I was thinking it was the one with the polka dots. And
do you get like a punch card, like how many bathrooms you've used around the park?
Yeah, actually you do. And as you're exiting, Mickey high fives you and says, "Good job with the poo."
Good job with that poo.
Answer to question 8. Rose mailing, the Norwegian ornamentation can be seen on daily display throughout Frozen and adorns the restrooms. Did you get all 8 correct? No, we missed 1.
No, can you imagine if somebody
2, 3, 4.
I had no idea on that last one. My
Can you
second,
imagine?
my second choice would have been woodcuts, but
getting a punch card every time you go to use the restroom, it's the bathroom attendant.
You get 3 trips to the bathroom and then you have to leave. Yeah.
They charge.
Yeah.
We know you have to do your business, but we're gonna need some payment.
Wash your hands.
Yeah, I'm surprised Disney doesn't install pay toilets. To be honest with you.
The homegrown tourist and a sport cost you $10. Says
How do pay toilets even work?
Yeah.
Here's a real question. They have hand dryers, or do they actually have paper towel in the bathrooms for
It depends on the bathroom.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, I did actually leave on the Kirk Douglas thing on this one because one thing I did want to mention, I see it in the thing because we went right to the news stuff. Originally, we were going to do a watch party of 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea, but not everybody's ready to be set up for that. So what we're going to do is we're going to have that tomorrow. Kirk Douglas passed away today, 103 years old.
He's Michael Douglas's dad.
Yeah, well, yeah. If you look at Michael Douglas, it's just the man's 70. So to think Kirk Douglas is would have had to have been. So in honor of him, we were going to do a showing, but we want to make sure everybody's prepared because the ones that have Disney Plus and everything. So tomorrow night we're going to have a watch party. So if you have Disney Plus and you want to join along, it's basically going to be watching the movie, commenting. It's one of my favorite movies. It is my favorite Kirk Douglas movie. I actually like that. He's got a song in it as well. It's called Whale of a Tale, which I do go around singing. It's just a simple and fun song. No, seriously, I'm not kidding. That's one of my God, a whale of a tale to tell you lads, whale of a tale or two. It's just so easy and it's bouncing and everything. Yeah.
I get that song with him and Burt Lancaster. It's great not to be nominated.
There you go. So we're gonna do that, and then we're gonna go on over. We're gonna head over to I Love Comics and talk about some comics today. But we wanted, since we weren't doing the watch party, another reason is because I'm about to run out of free time on StreamYard, and we didn't want to be halfway through the movie and then get cut off, so we decided to do some stories. Kirk was on borrowed time, but he was 103, man, right?
Yeah.
I mean, it's like Gail said. Gail's like, oh, that's so sad, but he was 103. It's not surprising.
Yeah, that's
You're lucky.
it's a full life there.
Digits. It's like, I understand.
Dude, once you get into your 90s, you are on borrowed time. You don't know, because not everybody lives 103. Some people die at 91. My grandfather, he passed away at 91.
Yeah, it's so no outhouses. No outhouses here in any of the parks, but yeah. I did an RIP to Kirk at Real on my Twitter.
Yeah, we need outhouses in Animal Kingdom. Authentic.
Yeah.
I wish at Animal Kingdom they would do a 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea ride. Just bring it back.
Well, they still have something. They changed it to Finding Nemo out at Disneyland, and we used to have it here. I love that ride, man.
Forgetting Nemo is what we need right now.
Forgetting Nemo. Well, not everybody hates Pixar, man. Alrighty.
I didn't say I hate Pixar, so put words in my mouth.
There are a lot of people that hate Pixar?
Just Venkman and Rob, but Rob hates everything.
What did I say I hate? I never said I hated it.
He hates The Incredibles. He hates the thing. I can't believe you hate all these things, Venkman. It's so sad.
I like Cars, the first one.
Okay, you are wrong, sir. That is by far the weakest of Pixar's franchises, and this is coming from a guy who
Gentlemen.
This is a Disney Channel. We do not fight on this, and DreamWorks is better.
No, what I'm saying is this is a whole live stream. This is a whole other live stream where we will actually line up and we'll talk about we'll go from one Pixar movie to the other, and we can line up our top 5 and our best and worst.
I'm just going to be listening for where people rank The Good Dinosaur.
Oh, that's like it's like The Incredibles and then Good Dinosaur. It really is. I mean, that movie changed.
And above that is Cars.
Yeah.
I actually enjoyed The Good Dinosaur. It was okay for what it was.
You had to. No, actually, I want to watch that again. I watched it once, and I don't know if I gave it its due. So yeah. So Venkman, you said you had. You know me. I'm a fat guy. I love my food. Love my food videos. You said you have something. So what do you got going for us?
All right. I know I have the raspberry cookies and cream bread and pudding.
Ooh, and this is in Disney, California, man. Let's check it out and hope they bring this thing to. All
right.
Paint me a word picture.
This is at the Pacific Wharf Cafe. So if anyone's been over there, it's just basically have you covered with seasonal bread pudding. It says This breading comes with cookies and cream, cheesecake filling topped with raspberry sauce, whipped cream, cookies crumbles. You can, yeah. So let's scroll down. That's what it looks like here.
I love me some bread pudding, but I like mine a little bit more runny than other people, but dang, that does look good. Now, please, can this be the new go-to food? Like, I'm tired of cupcakes. You know what I'm talking about, Pix? Cupcakes are everywhere.
It's cupcakes or cookies or brownies.
They love their cupcake. Oh, yeah, they do that too. Oh, we got a big old Cars cookie. It's a sugar cookie with Lightning McQueen painted on it. It's not any different. It's a sugar cookie.
When it comes to cookies,
They put the least possible effort in those quick desserts.
Dude, I love homemade cookies. I don't like store-bought cookies.
Yeah.
I've always been that way.
You know what? As much as I'm tired of cupcakes, I have to say they really did try to get creative with these things. They've got them now where it's almost like a lava cake where you cut in and the frosting is in the middle as well and it's filled with stuff. So they do go out, but we've been there. We've done that. I am absolutely A-okay if bread pudding is the new go-to dessert that's going to be everywhere.
So they're saying it's 10 cents more expensive this year just for this. It used to be $5.39.
$5.49 for a Disney snack is A-okay.
Right.
Yeah. What do we have? Keep scrolling. Oh my gosh, that does look good. Mavericks agreeing. That bread pudding looks delicious. Right. I can only get bread pudding in Mexican markets.
So that's basically the whole thing.
Now, if you go to the Mexican restaurant here, you can actually get a really good flan. Oh my gosh, that is just
flan. That is something I've always wanted to try, and I've never gotten a chance to. Flan.
You know what? I can't even fathom what Yankee flan tastes like. Seriously,
I mean, look at that.
We for the most part just don't have it. Like unless you're like French, in which case I suppose you do by default. But
no, flan is Mexican. It's a Latina dessert.
Dude.
Yeah.
I'm just looking at this right now. I want to eat it.
I know that.
I wish it was that size.
That is really good. I know, right? Well, usually they're about yay, so it's not a small thing, but yeah, that looks pretty good. I've already promised myself I'm not going to Artists for any of the food or any of the food and wine festivals again.
You guys have a Pacific Wharf by you, don't you?
Say again?
Don't you guys have a Wharf Cafe by you?
A Wharf Cafe? No.
Oh. I imagine you probably get something like this one by you guys.
Yeah, I could see this showing up. It probably would go to the Magic Kingdom Bakery or which is kind of a Starbucks now, but or Storybook Treats or something like that.
Or coming during Food and Wine.
So you don't like the bread. You got the Oreo topping with the whipped cream and all that stuff. That's.
Yeah. I don't know. It looks good, man.
I mean, if I got it, I'd get it without Oreos because I don't like Oreos, but that's another story.
That is so awesome. That is so awesome. We went backwards because you're doing dessert. Do you have another food one?
I have another one right here.
All right, let's pop up. What do we have?
Well, this is a dining spotlight at the Carnival at Maria and Enzo's.
Yeah.
This is
in. Go ahead. It's your thing.
In Florida, I believe.
Well, actually, it's at Disney Springs. Now, they've got it done up here for the picture, but what it's supposed to look like is an airport. You see how it's got the big window at the back? Yeah, so they wanted to make it look like an old airport that they refurbished into a restaurant. And it really does have that kind of feel to it when you walk in. Problem is, it's always empty. They just have to be desperate at this point, I guess, doing stuff like this. Their brunch is more popular than their actual lunches. I guess they would be busy during the nighttime, though.
So do you think it's not going to last long?
Oh no, I don't know. It's not bad actually. It's got some good food. Although mine and Gail's favorite, below that restaurant, they have a speakeasy called Enzo's Hideaway. It looks like a Subway that's been made into a restaurant. It's, in my opinion, it's got better atmosphere and the food really good.
Supposed to be Mardi Gras?
It looks like it.
Yeah.
Well, it's a speakeasy, so it's a take on the hidden booze places of the 20s.
That's the airport one.
See, it says traditional festival famous in Venice and also known as Mardi Gras outside of Italy.
Carnival.
Yeah.
Carnival.
Carnival.
So
Do they show any of the food stuffs that are going to be there, or is it?
yeah, I think it's at the end here.
Oh, okay.
Bread.
There you go.
Yeah,
Vegetable.
you're not thrilling me. Oh, okay, here we go. Actually, Gail had these meatballs. They're pretty good. I'm a little bit weird as far as meatballs are concerned because they're mushy. Yeah, mushy meat is just weird to me. But the flavor is there. It's a little bit tangy. The spaghetti sauce, the marinara is not too harsh. So it's pretty good.
England team likes
and
his
also
balls
phrasing.
firmer.
Damn right. I like firm balls. I'm going to put a ball in my mouth. I want it to be firm.
It's more pastry here.
Yeah.
Phrasing, for the love of God.
Well, mainly because you don't want something to go soft in your mouth. You want it to be firm. You kind of want to roll it around on your tongue a little bit, you know. And
Okay, you've officially broken the phrasing meter.
There you go.
the
All right, so it
oh,
says
This is the family channel.
well, what are you guys talking about? I'm talking about
I'm
food.
talking about the anime pasta. It's always a favorite meal at this place. And look at the salami el formaggi.
Yeah, that looks awesome right there. That's a go-to for me. Like I would go and just have that. I would go have like that big meat. So I would get the balls and then really just chow down on the big meat.
I mean, it's been aged for 18 months, so it's ready for you.
So it's age appropriate. It's
Yes.
age appropriate. So once you get the meatballs are an appetizer. So once you get the juicy balls all over, and then you just chow down and just like, oh, I love your meat, Gotta have it. It really is.
I must say,
Well, I want a way to talk to my sister, and next thing I come in, England, she's talking about love your meat. What the hell's going on?
yeah, I must say though, loving 18 months, you know,
No, we're just talking about this age appropriate, sweaty, juicy
look at
balls
these-
before you eat a nice.
look at these balls.
Oh, there you go.
There you go.
The kids love it.
I mean, I don't know what's wrong with this. This looks really old.
And those balls are a little more fuzzy, but still very, very.
Phrasing.
What did I walk back into?
That's, I don't know what you guys are talking about.
Phrasing is what you walked into.
Okay,
So what are we looking at right here, by the way?
Looking at the pasta served at Maria and Enzo's, is sourced from the Gentile pasta factory, founded in 1876 in Gronano, Italy. It's basically known as the area's known for its pasta. So you're getting the authentic food here.
Yes, authentic
Well, I will be the
Italian
judge of that, Bankman.
balls.
It's very good. I like it.
Have you been to Italy?
No, Italy comes to me.
No,
I was talking to
Little
Dom.
Caesars doesn't count.
It always counts.
You know they have delivery now.
I'm
so
reasonably
I shouldn't have
educated
took me.
on matters of food.
All right, so this
and
is
also
lasagna.
authenticity is my thing.
Yes,
So
that is a lasagna. Okay, confession time. I hate lasagna. I am like the opposite of Garfield. Love Monday.
Get out.
yeah, ditto.
I am yeeting you from your own stream.
Yeah, get out.
Hey, you know what? No, that just means if there's a lasagna, more for you, because I'm not going to take any.
Now, for steak fans, we suggest using this. Basically, it has a grilled 16-ounce certified Angus ribeye, which is right here.
Oh, now that is why God gave us taste buds. Look at that.
I put some of that meat in my mouth.
And look, they even went out to the forest and got
Won't
mushrooms.
be dirty.
Are you
They went
looking at this, vegans? This is why you're wrong.
Yeah, I mean,
Vegans.
that is darn good looking.
If you look at it though, they went out to the forest and picked these mushrooms, especially for this meal.
Oh yeah, it's definitely better at Disney when you get the wild mushrooms to eat before you go out to the park where the 6-foot mouse is walking around.
My question is, where's the forest of Disney?
Now, question:
Actually,
are they
dude, we live
I have
in
a
a
question.
swamp that's been cleared. Okay, so yeah.
Are these
What's up?
wild mushrooms or wild mushrooms?
These are wild with a Y, sir. No, I'm just.
These are roasted forest ones.
This is a very interesting mushrooms.
Yes.
But no, that looks good.
Certainly.
I like that because a lot of times, you get the. That's how you make a steak at home. A lot of time, when if you go out to a fancy restaurant, you get a steak. it's always separated from the rest of the meal. But at home, you're like, oh, let me slap that juice on there. Let me put some mushrooms on top of it. Oh, yeah, let's go.
I don't see any onions. What the hell are they doing?
Okay,
they're
I was looking at it
protecting
and I was impressed. It's $48. No way.
It's Disney. You know, the steak,
Oh, no.
great steaks are going to cost, man. Oh, dude, I've got a video I'm going to be putting up soon. Well, if it didn't get erased. But me and Gail went out to a Universal Studios restaurant called Big Fire Grill, and the steak there.
Speaking of food,
I wanted to brush my teeth with that steak just to make sure that it was there forever.
I want to grab my hockey stick and hit this puck here.
Oh, there you go. What is it?
A hockey puck.
Speaking of really good food, I'm currently saving up money to buy this leg of lamb I saw at Whole Foods for Easter.
Okay, I heard you say you wanted to buy a Lego Whole Foods.
Leg of lamb from
lamb.
Leg of lamb. Okay, that makes more sense.
Underworld Dream has pointed out
A fat
how
man
you don't exist. Yeah.
fat man not liking something cheesy and meaty. Here, say you are a fake fat man. You know what? No, sir. Do you know why? Because that meat has been chopped up and it's been covered. That is not a good hunk of meat to put in your mouth.
Delicious sauce.
Yeah, that steak, however, no, that was good. That looked good.
No, this is whatever Enzo's torta is. That's all it says.
Okay, and
So what it
doesn't.
looks like is an outside cookie-ish shell.
It looks, yeah, like almost like a flourless kind of cake-ish. I don't know.
It's kind of like they have
Pastry
like
of some kind,
a shell around pudding.
It really does.
Yeah,
Now here's something that chefs have been doing for the last year also, and that's that smear across the plate, which works if you've got like a cherry sauce or a raspberry sauce.
Yeah.
But if it's brown, it looks like some dog came, wiped its butt across your plate before the chef put something down.
Venkman, did you say it's a tort?
It's a torta. Whatever it's right on the screen. TORTA.
It's a tort. It's basically like a
tortoise.
A sort of tart.
A chocolate tart
Yeah.
that has a dog that wiped its butt right across the plate before they put it in.
Well,
that is not an appetizing dish to
This
me.
is-
anyway.
No, that's kind of.
It looks like they put a piece of chocolate on a tortilla.
Yeah,
If they
but
brought that to me, I said, "Who took a?"
who ate off of this plate before you gave me my chocolate cake? That's what I would.
Who
wanna
used
know.
this to wipe their butt?
It looks like a dirty plate.
Doesn't it look like refried beans?
Yeah, it's that is just ugly.
If it's a usual tort, it has like a soft filling on the inside, so it's similar to like a lava cake kind of thing.
Yeah, that's what it
does.
looks like.
It does.
Alright.
Lately at Disney buffets, what they've been doing is they've
here's
been
the
making
thing.
a lot of things similar to that, where they have a shell and then they put a smooth filling into it.
I do love a lava cake.
Mhm.
So there you go.
Oh, yeah.
For kids menu, for $12, 3-course dinner, including spaghetti and meatballs, penne and butter, a pizza slice, and chicken tenders, and fried potatoes. Starters include fried cheese bites and a fruit salad, and desserts include gelato.
Those are for kids.
Yes, for kids. That's what I said.
Dang.
Kids menu.
See, and that, guys, is why when the money went dry, I wasn't doing so many let's go out to eat videos. Because as much as I love the Disney restaurants, man,
I'm impressed they put gelato on a kids menu. That's kind of impressive.
Yeah, and this is the drink they recommend going with it. Is it alcoholic?
It's called a February Sunset. I can't pronounce it. Simple syrup, splash of ginger beer, blueberries, oranges, raspberries, and mint.
Oh,
That
that sounds really good.
So vaguely
Control.
alcoholic then.
Yeah,
Sounds good to me.
yeah,
Looks good
okay.
too.
I'm all over that, man. That's pretty
Yeah,
good.
it's tasty.
All right, the red mask,
Ooh.
fresh strawberry puree, tangy pineapple juice, simple syrup, lemon juice, Maker's Mark, whiskey, and pineapple wedge.
I saw that as Marky Mark's whiskey, and I was
Not
very
Marky Mark.
confused for a second.
No,
Hey,
honestly, I'd probably get it without the whiskey because whiskey doesn't really go with fruit flavors very well.
I personally experienced Maker's Mark is horrible whiskey.
Okay, that means I'll be buying it for a drunk stream soon, I guess. So
you got to drink Irish whiskey.
There you go.
Jameson will burn your throat.
Send the cake picture to Chef Ramsay. See what he
Jack
does.
Daniels, the good stuff.
It's
That's a good idea, Dream. That looks all right.
King Carnival, it's called, and a Kettle One vodka, pomegranate juice, rose regale, and a touch of lemon juice.
Well,
Okay,
I'm not a fan of vodka.
Those,
So.
yeah.
And some kind of rubber band.
If we're talking about drinks, me and my friend invented our own drink. It's called the Blood of Your Enemies.
Oh.
And it's
okay, kids. It's called Blood of Your
rum. It's crack and rum, grenadine, blood orange syrup, ginger ale,
kids,
a dash of cream de cocoa, and blueberry syrup.
What are you drinking there?
And you
The
drink
blood of my
alcohol
enemies.
and take some of it.
kids,
What you do is you find an Antifa member, you take a knife.
kids,
Yeah.
kids, try this new juice box. It's called Blood of Your Enemies.
There you go. Yes.
Yay!
All righty,
Hey,
Disney
it's a
fans.
great drink, and I had a lot of fun drinking it.
And that's where we end. No.
Moving on, entertainment.
Oh, there you go.
Carlito from the WWE. It's just kidding.
Look at his hair.
That is awesome hair, man. That it's a bald guy. I gotta say,
Not everybody
awesome.
can rock a fro.
For
That
20
is-
for $20, we can get Ingleton to wear that.
yeah, probably. I could use the money that badly. So yeah,
For 20
probably.
bucks, I'd wear it. So
Fun times. And
What
you
is
got
he holding?
A balloon.
it's a balloon. He's a balloon artist.
I'm looking at that. I'm looking at his arm. Look how skinny he is.
They'll
Is
walk
it weird
around.
that I find his arms and fingers very creepy?
they are very
Dude,
creepy.
I'm
But that's the
telling
kind
you,
of thing. See,
They are really cool about this kind of thing.
in Disney.
It's like he's the Slender Man.
The Grinch.
In Disney, they have a show called at Disney Springs. They have a show called Cirque du Soleil. So
Mhm.
that's what this is reminding me of.
Yeah,
Finally get designed and paint your own mask, you know?
she's making masks. Yeah, that's really cool because kids love that kind of thing. Seriously, they do.
I mean,
Yeah.
they're everywhere here in New Orleans.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, there you go.
That's it.
Well, I got one. We'll jump over from one
All right.
Italian restaurant.
this-
I don't know what kind of food it's going to be.
Just real quickly, I want to say that this whole thing takes place from, you get entertainment from 5 to 10 at night,
Okay.
daily. So
Um,
I'd recommend going there. If you're going to go there for this thing, just try it out. Try it from 5 to 10.
and it's decent food. Like I said, me and Gail had it. One place me and Gail went to a long time ago is Tony Town Square Restaurant. They've got a handmade pasta here. I guess that's what they're highlighting. But let me tell you something. Tony Town Square is known as one of the worst restaurants, not in the Magic Kingdom, but of all the restaurants on Disney property, and there are hundreds.
Dang.
This is known as one of the worst, not the worst. That belongs to, and by that I mean sit-down restaurants. That belongs to the Mexican restaurant in Epcot. But let's see, handmade pasta. We're there. If you
The Mexican restaurant where you go and it's like you're sitting down at night and over near the temple. Oh, that's such a shame. That atmosphere.
It's beautiful atmosphere. It is amazing atmosphere. Last time Gail and I went, I got chicken mole, which actually wasn't bad, but
Wow.
Gail got a simple taco and enchilada. You know, basically your basic Mexican. It tastes like garbage smelled. It was horrible stuff. It really was.
It's just, go on.
Go ahead.
I was just going to say, it's just a shame. Every time I walk into over at Epcot, it has all the world things for the people who haven't been. And they have this big temple. So you walk into the temple, and as you step inside, it opens up, and it's like...
It looks like a night market out in Mexico. It's just
Oh.
like you're out on a Mexican street.
Also,
it's amazing.
Disney Springs, City Works at Eatery and Poorhouse will be opening tomorrow.
Say again?
At Disney Springs, the City Works Eatery and Poorhouse is officially opening tomorrow.
Okay.
I didn't hear port, and I was very confused.
Poor.
Pour.
Is not people being poor.
Pour house.
Pouring drinks.
Yeah. Okay, so this is at the front of Main Street, USA in Magic Kingdom. It's one of the hidden gems of the Magic Kingdom Park. No, it isn't. Here you can relive the romance of Disney's 1995 animated classic Lady in the... 1995?
Are you going to share your screen?
Who did... Oh, am I not sharing the screen? I thought I was.
No, not yet.
Share the screen, England.
You can't share the class.
Derplantine.
All righty. So it says the 1995 animated classic Lady and the Tramp. You want to get them, Dalton?
You go. This is too stupid. I can't.
Yeah. So this tells me that this is posted by Mike and Jamie Sylvester. Mike and Jamie, there was a re-release for sure. Yeah. But the movie was made a little bit before 1995. Come on. It's like saying in the 2019 movie Lady and the Tramp because they want to push the live action version.
It's not live action. It's just realistic CGI.
Yeah. Anyway. Let's see where the famous love-struck pups shared their first plate of spaghetti and meatballs with its whitewash balustrades, French doors, and expansive front porch. Tony's Classic Italian Restaurant is the perfect spot for the hopeless romantics and pasta lovers alike.
What do they mean by whitewash?
Well, no, it means painted.
Okay.
I've always wondered, what's the dish called with the tomato slices and the Parmesan cheese?
Oh, that's Capri.
I always call it tomato with Parmesan cheese and slices.
It's a Capri salad. And it's really good, except for that right there in the middle is an onion. So I'd be like, oh, no, you got to take that back.
Well, I take everything off and just have me a devil egg.
Let's see. Start your meal off with one or more dishes from the antipasta menu, like the Capri with the vine-ripened tomatoes and fresh mozzarella. Or if you're looking for a light seafood appetizer, Tony is also known for crispy calamari. Let's see. For main courses, you've got Italian dishes such as pizza pies, meatballs, and a variety of pastas. Now, look at this meatball right here. And think of those big, luscious, juicy balls we saw at the other one.
Phrasing, man. Phrasing.
I'm sorry, but this is just poor, deflated, old man right here. This is ancient. This right here, and that's the whole difference. See, they're old fashioned here. This is an old fashioned guy's meatballs. They don't know how to get those good, solid.
Derping Eglantine.
He has a lot of experience with those kind of balls. So.
Absolutely, these right here, they're just.
I mean, the chicken parmesan looks good.
Right there, yeah, that actually looks all right. For them. I'm not a big fan of ravioli. I don't like the red. There's nothing on this plate for me, I gotta say. But you got a Roman steak is another great option with spinach and ricotta, ravioli, heirloom tomatoes. Maybe I'll go there and give it its day in court. Maybe I'll put one of these balls in my mouth and roll it around, see if it's actually worth. I mean, hey, you never know. You never know. You can bite into it, and the juices just explode into your mouth, and you feel a little bit of satisfaction for once. And I would like to have that kind of thing.
Oh, and I do have another article just you're aware of.
Yeah.
It does look like they're filled with something
the actual gay dude in the street.
Okay, so I'm talking about food there, Dalton. Please keep this clean.
All right.
Let's go on over to Venkman. What else do we have?
Cupcakes, your favorite thing.
All righty. So where are we going to?
We're going to the French Quarter. Disney
Port
Disney Port Orleans. It's one of the. It's a good hotel.
And the anniversary of Cinderella, they came out with a cupcake.
I've been to the actual French Quarter. That does not look anything like it.
Well, that is, you're just seeing one little bit of it. That's actually a pretty decent looking cupcake there. What's it made of?
It has pink buttercream ice cream with white chocolate slipper on top of a blue icing pillow and crunchy pearls on top. It's filled with strawberry.
Okay.
Okay.
Does it turn into something else at midnight? Is the question.
Yes, it turns into food because you ate it at 9 o'clock.
Yes, at nighttime it turns into, it gets green and it gets angry and it starts yelling at you and starts smashing things.
It turns into diabetes.
Acceptable.
Yep.
So apparently, sorry.
So all right, it's served cold from basically it's served in cold form from a bakery case, which hardened the frosting, makes the cake a little dry. So
yeah, that is bad when they do that. Some restaurants do that. Like there's Fort Wilderness, which usually has decent food, also puts its cupcakes in a cold case, and they're right. It just dries it out. It's not as.
I'll just say this is why I like when you go to a store, even if you say like, oh, they just get in the oven and be there. Sometimes by the time you get home to go eat it, you don't eat it right there. It dries out. It's not like it's when you first make yourself. You're home. When the chocolate chips are first hardening, that's when you want to eat it. Right now,
I really do hate it when they just pile the frosting on top of it.
Oh, yeah. I was about to say the cake doesn't matter. I'm going to just peel that away and just eat the frosting.
Literally, I just puked right out.
Now, hey, don't get me wrong though. Disney really can make some great cupcakes. I'm not putting down the whole cupcake thing. It's just I don't like frozen cupcakes.
You're not the only one. This person said the cake was good, but we didn't like the filling very much. It tasted really artificial and was painfully sweet.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I don't like when the frosting is piled on the cupcake. I like more subdued level of frosting.
Yeah, it's got to have a balance to it.
Like I said, try a little bit of
completely.
Cake. This person saying try a little bit of cake and a little bit of frosting with strawberry cream, and it's much better that way.
Oh, there you go.
Compared to other Cinderella cakes we saw this weekend, we didn't know well in terms of presentation, but it did have a nice coating of pixie dust.
So okay, and here's the thing, and Pixel can back me up on this. Some of their desserts really seem to be for Instagram rather than eating, because they can get advertisements. If you take a picture, then people want to go and buy and get that picture of it. I did that a couple of times with the Peter Pan float and all that kind, which by the way is awesome.
Now this is $5.49. Would you rather get the bread with pudding?
Oh, definitely the bread pudding. Absolutely the bread pudding. Yes.
So okay over there?
No, just being honest.
No, I just heard someone screaming in the background.
Oh, so much. Is Dalton, are you alive?
Yes, I'm fine.
Okay.
Wasn't screaming here, so I don't know who it was.
I think it might have been Mr. E.
All righty.
Mr. E, why are you screaming?
Someone in the background.
That was my older sister.
Ah.
All right. This is at the Sagal. Why can't they just have normal names at these places? Really?
Sakaguli Cafe. Oh, that's the cafe where you can get the. Oh, forget the cupcake. That's the no, it isn't the same thing. That's the Scat Lounge. I was gonna say just a hop, skip, and a jump around.
Lounge?
Yeah, like the Scat Club.
Scat as in the music, not
pop it up. Not poop, but like yeah. But this is the right around the corner from this. You can get the boozy beignets where they've got beignets that you could pick an alcohol and they fill it into the beignet. So awesome. Let's do that instead of this.
I was about to say the Scat Lounge is just another name for restroom English.
Okay.
Oh no, let's go to Scat Lounge. Fill your bousier with some frosting.
Okay, there you go. Okay, so y'all can switch, all right?
You started it with all the meatball jokes.
I was speaking about food, sir. You had the mind that went somewhere that it shouldn't have. That wasn't me.
But these look good though.
Yeah.
And if you don't like it, keep it warm.
I can't help it that you guys have a dirty mind.
I didn't say anything at all.
All right.
Okay, going to get a little serious here. Big Thunder Mountain Railroad is scheduled for refurbishment. Lot happening in most magical places on Earth between Epcot transformation, the construction on upcoming Mickey and Minnie's Railway. Let's see, when do we have Big Thunder Mountain Railroad in Magic Kingdom will be closed for refurbishment May 4th through May 21st. Okay, they just want to get it ready for summertime. And so there you go. So make sure you get your rides in just in case. But it's just a freshening up. They're not going to do anything big on that. So
even the most wildest ride in the wilderness needs a break sometimes.
That's right. There you go.
Wildest ride in the wilderness.
That is the worst hillbilly accent I've ever heard.
This year, Shucks, we got this over here with the little bear.
I'm trying to make fun of the guy in the ride.
Wow.
So
this here's the wildest ride in the wilderness.
Shucks, I want to go on that ride, Paul.
There you go. Yeah.
Looks kind of cool.
I grew up around plenty of southern accents.
It's not entirely a stretch for you.
No, not at all. It is not a stretch for me at all. And finally, I wanted to talk about this one because I hate it when I go to the parks and I see the same thing broken over and over and over again. 6 broken details Disney hasn't bothered to fix, but we wish they would. The Disney parks may be some of the most advanced and fun theme parks in the world, but even the creative minds who dreamed up some of the world's most beloved rides can't anticipate and keep track of all the little details that go wrong or suddenly disappear for no reason. I worked at Twister, and in Twister, at one point, the room is supposed to fill with a fog, and that was supposed to help with the spinning. And we had these giant fans that was supposed to help blow the wind. It was supposed to almost be overwhelming. And once the giant fans went out, they never fixed them, and I hate that kind of thing.
How long did
you mean Twister got twisted?
Yes.
Oh.
So the Yeti in Animal Kingdom's Expedition Everest, we now call him Disco Yeti. He used to lunge at you. And what happened was every time he would lunge, he's pulling on the structure.
The rigging.
Yeah, and they realized he was doing damage. So they had to stop him, and they realized the way they did it, he is so in there right now that they can't even remove him without causing damage. So instead of moving him, instead of removing him, they just put flickering lights on it. So he's known as the Disco Yeti.
Yeah, it sucks.
Yeah,
Let's start by addressing.
I remember the summer we went. I was really annoyed because I was actually looking forward to seeing this, and it was broken. And I think it was at the time they tried to replace it with a hologram or something.
Yeah.
My stepdad went on the ride because I'm not a big fan of roller coasters at the best of times, but I wanted to see this, so I asked him to go first, and if it was worth it, then I would go. But apparently they tried to replace it with a hologram the summer that we went, and it annoyed the crap out of me because it was one of the things I was looking forward to the most because I had seen it in all the documentaries.
The thing is it's an impressive figure. It really is. And just, you're missing out. I did see it move. I went on the first day. And yes, I did wait in line for 3 hours. But
what is it doing? He lunges forward and then slowly backs up and goes.
No, it would be like, and that's the problem. It would reach. So it was doing this, but it was pulling on the support.
Yeah, it looked like it was grabbing at you. It was awesome.
The 25-foot tall Yeti at the end of the thrilling roller coaster creates an impressive and intimidating presence if it's moving or standing completely still, the latter of which best describes the animatronics since the ride opened in 2006. The roller coaster alone is high achievement in mechanical design, creative thrills, and theming, and its ambition attempts to change the game for roller coasters with its quivering, producing broken track, and that stops just a few feet away from a tall drop. The backward roll into complete darkness never stops being a thrill, no matter how many times you ride it. Well, thanks for spoiling it, dumb. Okay. And the giant 80-foot drop will send even the hardiest souls. Okay, blah, blah, blah. Then the roller coaster glides into a crevice on another side of the mountain, and you come face to face with the Yeti. It's become a legend in the ride's central story, and among Disney park aficionados, you can hear the menacing roar bounce off massive speakers hidden by darkness, but its gigantic hand does not lunge at you the way the Imagineers intended. Instead, a strobe light flashes across its once frightful frame. The Yeti looks slightly less like a menacing monster and more like a hairy guy getting a dance groove in Studio 54. Yeah, and it's been known as Disco Yeti.
Well, at least he has a name now, I guess.
Dancing Yeti.
Disco.
Yeah.
Disco dancing.
Yeah, they're never gonna fix it. It'll cost way too much.
If they're gonna do that, they should actually go on the extra disco music in the background with the strobe light.
Mm.
I honestly hope they do someday figure out a workaround for it, because the idea that it has to go to waste now is just sad.
It's extremely.
Twas an engineering oversight, not beauty, that killed the beast.
They should just have a dragon under breathing fire at you, and so you feel the heat. You don't get
There
burned.
would have been the place that Pandora is right now. They intended originally when the park opened to have that be Beastly Kingdom, and what it was supposed to have is a bunch of fantasy creatures, so
Supposedly,
unicorns, dragons.
This is when it works.
They do not mean this.
No, this is just part of the animation before you drop.
Yeah.
That's freaky.
Oh, it is.
The ride continues. See?
Yeah. Honestly, I hope someday that Disney does go through with Beastly Kingdom with like a few upgrades. The only problem is apparently some of the ideas for Beastly Kingdom, a bunch of the Imagineers for it got fired and they went over to Universal, and part of their
did the mythos. Yeah, which is actually pretty cool. They've got some great architecture in Islands of Adventure. So right around the corner here, we should be.
I hear good things.
There you go. That's Disco Yeti right there. Yeah, that's Disco Yeti.
If he's launching you and you see the lights like that, it'd be even scarier.
Yep. Unfortunately, though, not quite as much. That's kind of sad.
So he was pulling the wood part he's attached to down?
Yeah, he's attached to the structure of the mountain.
I wish there's a video of him. We could find a video of him just reaching out, because I want to see that.
Right here. See how the arm was going?
That's crazy.
Yeah, a lot better in the old days. In my day, our Yeti was my day.
Well, he is pushing 45, 50. He probably can't lunge anymore.
But his day wasn't that long ago in this case, because this opened in 2006?
Oh, he's a Zoomer.
Yeah.
Zoomer Yeti, yeah.
So he's Zoomer Yeti.
There you go.
The disco dancing Zoomer Yeti.
What else do we have? Chamber of Destiny. I have no idea what that is. On one of the ride's most impressive features, this is Indiana Jones and the Chamber of Destiny. The Chamber of Secrets opened with a stunning game-changing illusion that made riders think they were driving through one of the 3 doors picked at random by angry gods. The effect used a moving room that slid the entryway toward the back of the room, while a voice screamed out one of the 3 foreboding phrases. And as Indy himself once put it, fortune and glory. Then about 11 years ago, the room stopped pivoting for some reason, and it hasn't worked since. See what's going on with that? Oh, the spikes.
If they're gonna do an Indiana Jones thing, I want them to have a giant boulder that we can run away from.
Oh yeah, that would actually be kind of cool.
Some of those are small enough that we'd probably get trampled by the boulder. No, thank you.
Here's something they took out. They took out the mermaid because of what it meant.
Forget not just that.
What?
You used to be able to, when you rode through the ride, along the sides, they would have a light that it was basically a projection of a mermaid swimming by your boat as the song was playing. I think that's what they mean, not the skeleton, even though it's sad they took that out too.
Okay, let's see. The ride got an update in 2012 to insert characters and small scenes from the new movie Pirates of the Caribbean on Stranger Tides, including a projection of Blackbeard, played by Deadwood star Ian McShane, on the foggy curtain. Okay, the most noticeable, impressive update, in my opinion, was the addition of a mermaid skeleton shackled to a rotted boat in the Dead Pirate Cove scene before the boat takes its dark drop. It wasn't a mechanical addition, but it was a nice surprise and a small but modern updated ride. I've never saw what you're talking about.
Okay, so they did actually include the mermaids at one point?
Yeah, it used to be
right here.
Well, that too, but you used to be able to ride through. can't remember if it was after or before the projection. I think it was before the projection of Blackbeard. They used to have the song playing with a mermaid singing the song, and beside your boat, you would see a projection under the water of a mermaid swimming by.
Can they bring back the wench auction? That would have been awesome.
Thank you. Yes. I hate the new one where it's like, oh, buy these chickens. They're pirates. If they want chickens, they're going to steal them.
Did she serve you beer?
Now I want
I'll pay $600 for a redhead.
Yeah, I'd prefer the old redhead than the new one. It just, pretty much all of Disneyland's Haunted Mansion. Dang, what do you mean? Hardcore superfans of the ride have reported tiny details like broken lights in several parts of the ride and sometimes misaligned ghosts in the hitchhiking room at the end of the ride. That happens a lot. After, like, if it's a busy day, the end mirror thing where the ghost is supposed to sit with you, it's never working right. Some riders reported more noticeable malfunctions like stretching room that occasionally breaks down or the individual portraits that get stuck and fail to stretch like the rest as they should. Portraits that don't stretch in the Haunted Mansion feels like they should rename the ride to the Mansion.
I've never seen that. It always stretches whenever I ride it.
Well, I know for them it's actually an elevator going down. For us, it's the room going up.
Oh, they mean Disneyland.
Yeah, that's the Disneyland one.
Oh,
Plus,
okay.
your guys has got an overhaul recently in 2006.
Yeah, but they never bring the Nightmare.
I'll bring the Nightmare.
I am the Nightmare.
Pterodactyls, dinosaur. Everyone who misses. Oh yeah, that's right. At the end of Dinosaur, there's a pterodactyl that flies before you go out.
Duck.
Yeah,
they should make the dinosaurs realistic and having. Dude,
I completely forgot this movie existed.
They should make the dinosaurs realistic and have them just dropping turds out.
It really is. It's a fun ride though. It really is. If you went on the ride during its heyday and went on it again recently, you might notice that a lot of changes have been implemented, like the tiny jumping Compsognathus and a lot of jostling from time-traveling jeeps you ride, which are pretty similar to the ones in Disneyland's Indiana Jones Adventure. One of the scarier moments that could make most people duck for cover happened just after the Compsognathus attack, with the giant pterodactyl swooping down over the riders from what feels like just inches from our tasty human heads. Hey, there you go, Mr. E. They think that eating people tastes good too. Then after the dinosaur refurbishment and renaming in 2000 to promote the tepid but profitable dinosaur movie, the pterodactyl stopped swooping down and just made a screeching noise as your car passed underneath it. Yeah, I do remember it. It looked a lot better. So there you go. That's some of the things that they noticed. And I agree. There's always something.
Ooh, there's comments on this? Working. I saw comments about them.
Comments? Yeah, that might be fun because people will go, oh, and it's this. Nope, no comments.
No, it's in the blue part.
All right. Do you think it's time that we... Oh, there.
When I have ridden the piranha fish on Jungle Adventure, works about 20% of the time. Disco Yeti forever. Voyage of the Little Mermaid in Hollywood Studios. Just went last week. It hasn't changed or been updated since my daughter was 17. She's now 39. Oh, yeah, that's true. It is the same old movie, same old sound system. And I feel the same way about the Tiki Birds and a lot of the stuff. It's that, Country Bear Jamboree. Let's put in a new sound system. So at least you've got stereo. I would like to see that as well, because I love the Country Bear Jamboree and Little Mermaid. It's okay. It's like a clip.
I want them to do a special theme park right at Disney where everything's run down. Even the animal tracks are freaking out.
Yeah.
For Halloween. It'd be awesome.
Let's see. I missed the mermaid skeleton pirates too. However, what I missed the most in the ride was the lights and the water movement that made it seem like actual mermaids were swimming around your boat. My other big issue on a ride is the last scene of the Little Mermaid ride in Magic Kingdom. Ariel looks like higher drunk. Oh my gosh, I made a video about that. On this channel, you can find a video. I make fun of the fact when she's dancing, her eyes are like, and I kind of focused up and it was like, help me, help me. They have me stuck and they won't let me stop dancing.
Yeah,
You got to see the eyes. They're horrible.
the animatronics on that ride should be far more impressive than they are. The Ursula one is fantastic.
Oh,
though.
the Ursula. Yeah, you're right. The Ursula is thing. Watch my Little Mermaid thing, because I really do focus on the eyes on Ariel. It's creepy stuff. They need to change those eyes. The mermaid was removed at Pirates to largen the escape for emergency exit, since guests previous has to step over or around it. Okay. Our family favorite has been in need of a lot of TLC. Big Thunder Mountain Railroad seems to be falling apart. The scene at the top of the third and final lift has been broken for several years. It used to look like the mountain was about to explode with rocks and boulders moving in and out. Now there's only one simple light and no moving parts. All right, the best part, they just don't give a damn anymore, and they're just getting sometimes you get that feeling, because everybody's got their favorite part of the park. And if it's not working, it just goes, yeah.
Especially with people watching the Imagineering story.
Yep.
Yeah.
They need to up their quality now, honestly.
Yeah.
Like, they can look behind the curtain now. We really need to make sure we're on point.
Yeah. So all the other ones they're just talking about. Oh, here's one. I love the Muppets. You guys know I love me some Muppets.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But the Muppet 3D Theater, if you ever hear what they had planned for the Muppets versus what they did, and the 3D, it's getting old, guys. It is. I love my Muppet.
And Waldorf when you need them.
I don't want to get rid of the Muppets. I just want it to be updated, please.
It's so hard because that ride, while it does need refurbishment, it's one of the last projects Jim Henson worked on. I'm
Yep.
pretty sure he actually did the voice of Kermit for that ride.
Yeah, don't get rid of my Muppets.
Who is your favorite Muppets, guys?
You
Fozzie
can't
Bear.
beat- You can't beat
no.
Kermit the Frog.
I've always
Sam
liked
Eagle.
Fozzie Bear. But you know what? These days, I don't know why, but these days, I kind of relate to Statler and Waldorf a little bit more.
That's 'cause you're
They have
old.
They have
No,
always
I-
been my favorite. Like the two old guys who do nothing but insult people. They've always
Yeah,
been my favorite.
I don't know why.
That's Robin E.
Statler and Waldorf.
Sorry.
Yeah, we're finally get to see what Mr. E looks like. Yeah.
Well, Vateman,
anymore.
you sound like Robin a little bit. So.
All righty, sir.
What? I don't sound like Rob.
Robin. Oh, I thought you were talking about Kermit's nephew. I thought you were saying he was your favorite.
Robin. Yeah. Okay. So, by the way, Mr. E, I am. I did this. I got Belle. Who did you get there, Dalton?
No, you got Snow White. I thought I got
Snow White. You got Belle. How about you, Prof? Who did
I got
you get?
Cinderella.
And Venkman, you remember?
Yeah, I was a redhead.
You were the redhead. You were
Little
Mermaid.
Yep.
Oh.
Why do I feel like I'm being hazed?
Because you're being hazed. All righty. So, what is your favorite weekend activity? And this is what we're going to close out on. What's your favorite weekend activity? Curling up with a book, exploring a farmer's market, cooking, or putting your feet up?
Going
Oh, wait,
to the
there's
bar.
4 more.
Saying again?
Going to the bar.
Oh, wait. Anything outside, a walk in the woods, alone time, hanging with friends. We'll put hanging with friends. All righty. Because that
Unless
sounds...
you're the kind of guy that drinks alone.
All righty. So the animal who will lead your inevitable royal parade is a raccoon, a fish, a tiger, a dragon, a chameleon, an alligator, an owl, or a horse. Which one?
Horse.
Horse. I would like to see how a fish leads a parade. The most important quality you look for in a prince is charm, kindness, dreaminess, humor, honor, personality, smolder, or you don't need no prince.
Gender flip it if it's inconvenient for
Right,
you.
yeah.
All right. I'm gonna gender flip it. So the thing I would look for in princess would be kindness.
Kindness.
I thought
All righty.
when I said horror instead of honor, I was like, whatever, we read that.
Which of these outfit elements are you most likely to wear? Sweats, a dress, heels, glass slipper, a skirt, necklace, headband, or a vest?
And
Well,
again,
I own a vest.
You actually own a vest. All righty. Let's go with that. Your favorite place to burst out into song is a forest, in your room, while you're doing your chores, a field of flowers, the beach, under a willow tree, on the go, or you don't sing?
Sometimes I'll occasionally sing when I'm doing chores.
All righty. Your favorite hairstyle is a stylish bob, a high ponytail, sleek and straight, half up, half down, a top knot, practical, long, really long, or bangs?
I guess if I don't know. My favorite hairstyle that I would see on a girl would be what's half up, half down?
I have no idea. I guess that would be that style where they're like down a little bit, but I don't know.
I think half up, half down.
Half up, half down. All righty. Someday you want to be a baker, a singer, a writer, an athlete, a CEO, a zoologist, a fashion designer, or a business owner?
A writer.
In one word, your style is classic, timeless, functional, vintage, bohemian, colorful, retro, or fun?
Functional.
Functional. All righty. You live in a castle, a tower, a cottage, an apartment, a small town, a mansion, a tree house, or a big city?
Currently an apartment.
And an apartment. It's 4 p.m. That means it's time to hit the gym, have a snack, take a stroll, have tea, take a nap, see what your friends are up to, work on your chess game, or do your chores.
Go to happy hour.
Go to happy hour. Take a stroll, have tea. That's the closest. What's your favorite color? Green, blue, yellow, orange, or red?
Green.
Okie dokie. Your bell. You and Dalton.
There's 2 bells.
There you go. You and Dalton. You and Dalton are bells of the ball. So there you go. Again.
All right, we have to settle this. Winter for all. Knife fight.
Knife fight to see who's the bell.
I am not fighting you under no circumstances. I would rather not die, and if I was going to die, it would not be quite as painful.
Yeah, I think we're.
There's no question outcome of that particular Donnybrook. Yeah.
I think the fact that Mr. E jumped to let's have a knife fight over it.
I know, right? He's like, well, damn, I'm going to protect.
Laughter is the only thing that's keeping me from crying in terror right now.
I am protecting my Disney princess status. I need to kill the other bell. Yes. All righty. So at least you're taking it serious, right?
Sounds like a Wolf Among Us tale where they just kill
to be
fables.
fair, knife fighting is probably something more the Beast would do, not Belle. So there's
I know, right? Come on.
We don't know about Belle. She could be secretly aggressive towards him. I don't know.
Well, she's the quintessential bookworm, so I think more likely she would like try to resolve it by like debating, which I would do. But
dude, she's a bookworm. She studies all the different martial arts for books.
So there you go, gang.
Considering she's in medieval France, but whatever.
That's the news. That's all the news that's fit to print, as they say.
That's life.
Yeah, and
that's what people say.
What people say, yes.
And that's all, folks.
Yeah, so guys, thank you very much for hanging out and listening to us talk about some Disney, some food, the whole 9 yards. And as always, thank you very, very much for watching. See you real soon. And Venkman?